All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
At that time, I'll ring the bell here. We'll get things started. So let's see. Let me search around the room here and so we see who we have.
AJ, can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Can you send an email to Thomas because he said that he'd like to join us?
Oh, awesome. Yes. I sent him an email, but I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it here.
What the hell are you driving, Ian? The Bidmobile?
Yeah, at first I thought Ian created this thing where he made a fake, he made it look like he was pretending to be in a car driving. I thought, why is he doing that? And then I realized, no, he is in a car driving. Very cool.
He'll be accidentally bidding on things.
That's right.
There are no accidents when it comes to bidding.
So I have a licensed user on here. Is there a chance that you could speak up?
Yeah, is it me, Susan?
Okay. And then
Susan
there's a
Johnson.
No,
I wouldn't.
that's
Oh,
not
no,
her. That's
Susan.
someone else.
It's not me.
No,
No.
I'm also a licensed user.
nope.
You can send him a chat, AJ, see how that works.
Okay.
This is Randy. I'm a licensed user also.
Yeah, but you're on with your name.
Oh, I see. It's early.
You could kick them out of the meeting unless they respond. It's the,
Yeah, I sent them a chat to see if they'd respond back.
oh, my copy.
And then there's a 512-587 number.
That's me, AJ, Dustin.
Awesome. Thanks, Dustin. All right. Well, I'll give licensed user a moment, and then otherwise, let's say goodbye. So move on with the program here. So welcome, everybody. I didn't see any visiting Rotarians out there, so thanks for joining us. So today's raffle has accumulated. So for $5, you get a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to the Griffin, a $25 gift certificate to HealthSport, and then the pot is currently $70, which you can handily use for this new auction, for this auction today. So we'll pull the raffle right before the final Friday auction. So put in your raffle bids, and I'm going to do that right now just so I can participate here and make some money. Fun and easy through this little app here.
So how do you know what you're bidding on? Do we put in our money now and then it just, is it like in the bank for us to be able to bid on?
So this raffle is separate from the auction. The auction items we'll have at the very end of the presentation here.
Oh,
So this is similar to when you walk into the door.
I mean for the auction.
Okay, yes. So we'll bid via chat, and then Venmo would be the easiest, but I'm sure you could send in a check to Sophie as well.
AJ, I think
Tomas,
your license loser needs to be taken out of here.
okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten a response, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh. Hey.
How you doing, Tomas?
Good. I'm just trying to find the webcam. I don't know if, so you can see my face, but I don't know if I can. Well,
Do you have a
otherwise,
presentation?
I'm doing pretty good actually. It's pretty weird just to be back here and like to talk in French and stuff like that. Just being like in the country, you know, it's like very different. Like just the roads when I just arrived. When I look at the roads, I was like, geez, so small. Yeah.
Pretty quiet.
If I can.
Are you still figuring out the webcam?
Yeah, I'm trying to find how. I don't really know, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna talk. But
Happy you got home safe.
Yes.
yeah, well, so it was actually pretty easy. The airports were like pretty empty, so it was fine. And like the planes were like pretty empty too, you know. So it was pretty fine, you know. The trip was fine. Didn't have any problems. So.
How's the family?
They're doing good. So like so in France, they're talking about maybe reopening some things like in May 11th or something. But my dad, so he works in a return home, and so he has to go to work like pretty much every day. But he's safe. Like he did like a test, and he doesn't have the virus, so he's fine. But yeah, it's pretty stressful. But the rest of the family is doing great, so it's perfect.
Remind me, it's like 4 o'clock over there in the afternoon?
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock, yeah. Yeah, I really can't put the camera on.
What was the airplane like? Were people wearing?
Yeah, well, you have to wear a mask when you go in the airport. So like everybody has a mask. It can either be like just a cloth mask or like surgical mask or something. But yeah, you have to wear a mask, and like even in the plane, like they don't go in the they don't like really go towards you. They just give you a bag with like all the foods, and that's all. Or like they just go like in the plane and like give the food like once or twice during the flight. But yeah, and they're like, and usually when there's like too many people in the plane, they usually try to put you in different like if there is enough room, they say, hey, you can like go in the back or something to be like further from the people, you know.
Was your flight,
Go ahead, Lisa.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what you say.
was your flight full? Did you have a lot of passengers?
No, so the first one was like half full, I think. The second one was like we only had like maybe 5 or 6 people, and the last one there was so it was with Air France, and well, I was in the like economy plus or something, so I didn't have a lot of people, but there was like I think sort of like repatriation or something, because there was a lot of like Chinese students in the plane, and they all were like wearing like a whole like suit, like a hazmat suit, I guess, or something. It was pretty impressive, actually.
Wow. Any other questions for Tomas out there? Tomas, I hope you can join us every Friday.
Yeah, I can do that. Just yeah.
And we'd love to see you next round.
Yeah.
Some photos, like a presentation like before would be fun too, just to see how
Yeah.
France looks and how things are going over there.
Yeah.
But
Well, I can't really go outside for now, but I can definitely like take some picture of the area and stuff like that.
very cool. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
So I'll move on to recognitions here. So we celebrated Earth Day last week, and some people were able to get out and enjoy some Earth. So Tomas, how was your day?
It was good. Took the kids and the dogs out to the dog park while my poor wife was at work. But they just love to get outside, see the sun, touch the water. I mean, couldn't complain.
And Coriell, you also enjoyed some Earth.
This picture is Granite Lake up in the Trinities, and this was actually from 2 years ago, but it's a great hike if you guys are up for hiking. It's fairly rigorous, like I'd say medium grade for Trinities, but a good 5 miles in or so, just beautiful spot.
Nice. Yeah, that was a beautiful picture. Well, thanks for sharing on the social medias. It's good to see what's going on out there. Rachel, you've been busy like a bee.
Yeah, we got a couple new beehives in, so this is the first week. This is what they look like. There's the queen in the middle there with her little dot. So hopefully these ones will be happy and safe and create lots of babies.
Nice. So I saw 2 new masked individuals out there. Take a guess.
Yeah.
There we go. Mr. Johnson there. And then one more. Any guesses? No one's guessing.
Is that Ian? No.
No. There we go.
Bryn.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Bryn. Oh, I think I exited too early. Some folks are celebrating some birthdays. Nick's got a project that he's been working on. Nick, what have you been up to? And happy birthday.
Thanks. I've been trying to learn to tile my tub surround. So it's the first attempt, and I probably over-prepared, but I wanted to make sure I did it right the first time.
Looking good.
Yeah. So it's a first attempt. Other than that, for my birthday, I don't really celebrate my birthday, so I just kind of hung out at my house and had some sushi from Bayfront. That's
Nice.
it.
Thank you. And I don't think Brett was able to make it this morning. Yeah, a little birthday cake, birthday celebration. So I'll catch him next round. And then Chris, you had a birthday.
Yeah, I had a pretty special birthday, and they canceled my normal party I have on my birthday. I usually have Redwood Park or something. But it was a great time. Lisa really pulled off a nice celebration.
I think this is from a year ago, Lisa said. This photo.
Yeah, this photo was taken. I like to wear hats sometimes, and so this is at my son's house in San Francisco, of course, entertaining the granddaughter a little bit. So there was another photo with the hat even in a more awkward position.
How come I didn't get that one? Well, happy birthday.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And this is a public service announcement from Mr. Foster. Don't do this. Are you out there, Greg? He's a busy guy. I'll catch him next time.
Obviously not too busy.
What was that, Maggie?
I said obviously he wasn't too busy.
Yeah. Staying safe. So Mag and I were talking last night, and we need to form a new committee for a potential fundraiser here. Maggie, I don't know if you want to talk about potential passport fundraiser.
Sure. So think about Disneyland and think about the old passport, you know, the tickets, the e-tickets, the booklet that you used to get and have rides that were defined for different parts of Disneyland. And what this will be is us looking at different parts of Arcata and working with local vendors, hopefully mostly the folks that have helped us in the past with our events, and seeing if they want to offer some kind of discount on an item. So, you know, whether it's a drink or a food item, a 10%, some kind of discount, some kind of creative way that people can buy the booklet from us and go and take a ticket and spend it or use it at one of those local vendors. So let's say they would go to the Griffin and they might use a ticket that has $1 off on drinks or something like that. But just so that we're encouraging people to buy from the vendors, and you know, this is taking the ideas that have come up early from making sure we support the local businesses. So looking at how we can get people in there, also make a little money and sell something that we don't have to have a lot of interaction with. And I thought the Arcata Land passport might be kind of a fun way, making it look similar to the Disneyland. So if you go and you Google those Disneyland tickets, I'm sure some of us have them in our memory as to what they look like. But the idea being this would be a little booklet that people can tear out their tickets, you know, like you did when you went to Disneyland, and use them at different locations. So I'm looking for folks that want to help kind of bring this idea forward, talk to the different vendors, find out what each vendor might want to offer in the booklet, what ticket they want to be on. You know, do they want to offer an e-ticket level something? Do they, you know, do they want to do an A ticket? And so that's the basic idea. I thought it would be kind of fun, and we could see what we could come up with. We could also have an outer space district for all those vendors that aren't in Arcata. I don't know what we call them, but I know we have vendors at the event that are, and it's very similar to the type of card that schools used to sell to raise funds and people used to, in KHSU used to give you, or yeah, it's very similar, but it's different in that it's just more unique, I guess, than what people have done before, and might be a little more easier to use, maybe. So that's the idea. I'm going to look at comments because I see people are. So if anybody wants to help out with that, let me know. And Charlie, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so email Maggie, let her know, and then she'll put the committee together and Zoom meetings, and we'll get our first fundraiser next year started off right away. Thanks, Maggie. So I think the fellowship committee is mulled this around, and I was talking to Vanessa yesterday, and we're just going to jump right in. We want to start a Griffin happy hour. It'll be 5:30 to 7 this first May 7th Thursday, and if you order with Vanessa, and I failed to mention the Venmo account. You can order and just send a Venmo to Vanessa, and it's at Griffin Arcata with your order. So essentially, you have the choice between the saffron lemon drop, the Corpse Reviver, Margarita del Oro, or a fancy lemonade. Spelled margarita wrong. And doubles are encouraged. If you send an order with your Venmo payment, by Wednesday. She'll deliver it to you Thursday morning. And the last pickup will be 5 on Thursdays. We can have a Zoom meeting Thursday the 7th and enjoy each other's company while having some happy hour. So I will send this out in an email as well, just so you can have that to pull from. But if you have a Venmo account already, friend at Griffin Arcada, so you already have that saved. And then it's the lemon drop, the corpse reviver, or margarita that, or a fancy lemonade that you can order with Vanessa. Any questions? Sweet. Well, hopefully we'll see you next Thursday. So please send photos. Love to see what's going on. arcs.recognitions@gmail. Either text me or send it directly to me. I just want to share what you guys are doing out there. So the stimulus check challenge, I think those have been sent out or direct deposited into your account. And so far we've raised over $4,000. So thank you to all who have donated. That's so awesome. I guess through our foundation, we're going to help get some money over to Food for People and collaborate with other Rotary clubs in the area and help support the food insecurities in our area due to this pandemic. So thank you again for those who are who have donated. So some upcoming events. So there was a email chain last night. Looks like originally we were going to schedule Adopt the Highway for tomorrow, but per Caltrans that has been canceled. So do not meet at the Nature Center. So if it's on your calendar, sorry, but we can't make it. But we'll look to try to catch next quarter. We'll have to take this quarter by quarter, I imagine, just to see per the municipality's instructions what we're able to do here. So Carol, I don't know if you have any more info.
I talked to the guy last night. They're definitely canceling May, possibly even June. He said he'd let me know. So I guess stay tuned. I know I wondered if that was changed because I think the noontime sort of snuck out there and did a little cleanup, but it's not officially sanctioned by Caltrans.
Okay. Thank you. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Chicago time, there's a live stream telethon, a Rotary International COVID-19 fundraiser, hashtag Rotary Responds. It's through Facebook. So if you search Rotary Responds, you'll find this event, and it's their the beginning of their online fundraising effort. So I'm curious. I'm going to check it out. I think it's been a while since I've seen the telethon, but that's one way that Rotary National is participating in the current pandemic situation. And stay tuned. There's more information to come, but there's going to be a Rotary virtual convention coming up in June, the 20th to the 26th, and it's another first. So I think as information comes out on their website, I'll share that with you guys. But something to put on your calendar to check out. And then Doug, the incoming district governor, is arranging for our incoming RI president to create a video answering questions that our district might have. So if you have questions that you'd like to propose to RI President Holger, feel free to email them to me, or perhaps Maggie, since she's in touch with Doug, and we can get those questions to him, and Doug will prepare a video to hopefully address any of those questions or thoughts you might have. Maggie, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, do it soon because he's trying to get that to him ASAP so that he has time to make it. And no questions about how he possibly can see through those glasses because it's beyond my comprehension, but it works for him. But yeah, we're trying to get some information from him. So we'll get the video and I'll be able to share it out to our members when we get it back.
Awesome. And another plug for Feed the ER and HAL for Humboldt County Health Workers. I'm hearing more and more every time at 8 o'clock. It's kind of fun. And it's hard not to join in. It's a lot to howl for out there. So anybody have any experience out there they'd like to share? Howling? No.
I was on my patio last night and I forgot about it at 8 o'clock, and then everyone in Myrtletown started howling. It was kind of nuts. So that was cool to hear.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We've been howling in Jacoby Creek Valley, and Rebecca and I actually started this about maybe 10 days ago, and we were the only ones. It's at 8 o'clock in the evening. The first day we were the only ones, and now we have a chorus of howling up and down the valley, and some nights it includes dogs. So, and it's right at 8 o'clock, and
they just chime right in.
I believe Scott said, Scott, are you there? Did you hear us across the valley?
Most definitely. We thought we were the only ones until we started hearing you guys. And then now
Oh, maybe you were.
that goes back and forth across the valley, and we definitely get all the dogs going. That's pretty exciting.
Fun.
Yes.
Very nice.
Stephanie, what's this about? A cannon?
A what?
You're muted.
Okay. I live in Henderson Center, and I kept hearing a cannon, and the first couple of nights I was like, what is going on? And then it dawned on me that it's 8 o'clock, and so someone, instead of howling, is like one of those homemade cannons that has like a nice deep boom to it, but doesn't sound like it's gonna take down a house. So that's pretty fun.
Wow.
I have to thank my sister-in-law, Jessica, who sends me a text at 2 minutes to 8. And then I run next door and up to their balcony. So we can hear from James and Jessica's balcony, we can hear all of Arcata. And so you hear it coming from every direction. And I have to send out a challenge to the Coriells, because I'm sure we can hear you if you go out in your yard. I know we'll be howling together. Are you on it? Okay.
Thumbs up. Awesome. Brandy looks like she's really outside fishing. All right. So, Nick, I don't know if you had enough time to get the raffles put together, but let's pull a name and then we can move on to the final Friday auction.
All right, sounds good. So you get the gift certificate for the Griffin, the health sport, and $70 pot. So let's see who's got it. It's Ashley again.
Yeah. Congrats, Ashley.
Man, she's lucky. All right, let's see. $5.
$5.
Yep. So the pot will be $70 next week, and whatever other things that we get. So good luck.
So yeah, you business owners out there, the challenge is still there. So this week, because it was Final Friday, we were going to give the pot to the winner so they could try to spend it. But next week, if whoever wins the pot, pulls the pot, they'll get the gift certificates. So if I get another $25 donation, the winner will get $75 gift certificates, but then you win the pot. Next week, is it 75 or 70?
It's 80.
80
next week.
$80 next week. So whoever donates will get, if you win, we either split the contributions that week, or if the blue ball is picked, then you get the pot. So All right, final Friday. I will turn it over to Maggie and Terry, and I'll move through the first item here.
Charlie, do you want to tell us about this? I think, is this you, Charlie? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can. Let's see, I didn't. Okay. So this is a quarantine rescue kit because I'm tired of eating groceries. and you start out with a wonderful cup of coffee, and you can snuggle up to in the morning, and then sometime at your leisure you can go to Los Bagels, have breakfast, brunch, lunch. There's $25 to do that. And then later on, a nice dinner to go from La Tratte for $50. Following that, you can saunter over to the Griffin, and you have your choice of 4 drinks, and you can see some beautiful Quarantini glasses along with their accompanying coasters. And when you get back to the house, you can either enjoy an adult dessert with either a limoncello or what we call espresso loco, coffee liqueur poured over some ice cream, or sip it as a little nightcap.
Okay, so
and those are both homemade.
We've got bidding. We're at 125 right now.
And a reminder, we're sticking it to Scott.
Now we're at 150, folks. That helped.
Scott likes to be stuck.
So this
Does
is
everybody
an
understand what that is too?
Go ahead, Scott.
Just want to make sure everybody understands what that is.
Sticking it to Scott.
Yeah, there may be new people that weren't on this morning when I first said it, or maybe didn't see that.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us again.
So I'm matching 1-to-1, dollar for dollar. So anything you bid, say Lori's bid right there for 150 is now free. He gets credit for the 300 bid, and so they split. Lori and Charlie split. Is that correct, Terry?
That sounds good to me.
All right, so we're at 150. This is a steal of a deal. We're going 150 once. Do we have anybody else wants to stick it to Scott just a little more? I'd entertain another bid here. If not, we're going to go once. And I'm going a little slower because I know some people are like, oh, where's my chat?
Where's
screen?
chat? Right.
Going twice now. We're looking at Lori Breyer is going to steal this deal for $150. We're going to sell it. Sold to Lori. Thank you, Lori.
Thanks, both of you.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Ooh, it looks like now we're giving away a beach.
Your own private one.
This is going to start higher.
This is from Ian. Are you available to talk about it, Ian?
Sure. I didn't do much. I turned around and there it was, so I took a picture. But it seemed to turn out pretty good, mounted on metal archival print. So it's mounted on aluminum, or actually printed on aluminum. It's 16 by 20, ready to hang. And it's just one of those glorious Humboldt moments. I call it 4 elements because we got the fire, the water, the wind, and the earth there.
So Earth, Wind, and Fire. We have a bid now for 125 for this awesome piece of art. Do I have another bid for 150? Anybody? This is an Ian one of a kind, right?
That is the one and only print. That's at Stone Lagoon Beach, by the way, if you don't recognize it.
And is it signed? Is it going to be autographed?
I can write whoever's name you want on it.
Well, okay, Andy Warhol, but no, we got a bid for 175 right now from, we've got Tamara bidding, Tammy at 175. Anybody else? Yeah, I think the idea would be you'd sign your own name on it, but you know, what am I thinking? It's, you know, however it works.
Well,
whatever Tammy wants, you know?
the buyer can decide whether they want my name on it.
There you go. There you go. That's right. Yeah, it's oh yeah, good question. What size is it? We're asking.
16 by 24.
And that puts us at $200. We got a bid for 200. Somebody said, oh wait, I can get this and stick it to Scott. What am I thinking? Of course I'm going to bid $200. It's like a deal, double deal, double deal deal. All right, we got 200. Do I see anyone coming in after that? 200 once, 200 twice. I'm going to wait a second because somebody's going, wait, I want to stick it to Scott and I want that piece of art. Scott, I'm sorry, you started it. All right, it is sold to Susan Jansen for $200. Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you so much, Scott. Rock and roll. What do we have next? All right. Lisa, you want to tell us about this?
This is from Lisa.
So this is a, you might have seen this at the Taste of Guatemala, and I had won it, and it's been, I just liked it as a display, but I thought I'd re-gift it. I haven't used any of it except for a couple of the bulbs, but it's a handmade basket, hose basket that Susan Deal McCarthy made. And I've got in it, I've got some gardening tools, a hoe, a little rake. It's got some gloves. It's got a gerbera flower in it. It's got some bulbs. And I don't know, you know, right now everybody is trying to get out and go gardening, and it's wonderful to be out there. We've got a lot of sunshine and it just feels really good. And I don't know, at the end of my day, Chris, can I have that? Oh yeah. At the end of my day, after I finished, I also like to have a beer. So that's just, I'm not a big beer drinker, but at the end of my day of gardening, I like to sit down and have a beer and relax and look at what I've done. So
awesome. So you're saying that we have this hose basket and one beer is included in it? Is that what you're telling us now?
Well, there's 2 beers.
2 beers are included in it.
Okay. Eel River IPAs, along with everything else in the basket. And you can keep the basket as a display, and or you can undo it and make it have a garden hose. So.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I've got bids now. We've got 125. I think Dick was waiting to figure out how many beers were in it. So now that he knows, he's bid 125. And do we have anyone else interested in this? We've got a bid of 125, which is, remember, $250 because we're sticking it to Scott. Anybody else? Looks good. I like the flower. I'm really happy I don't have to garden. Anybody else? We got 125 now. Not a lot of gardeners out there. You already have your hose baskets. Is that the thing? Everyone's already got a basket for hose basket, I guess. Okay. Well, we're going to go 125 once and 125 twice. And so I want to ask Dick, are you going to use this or are you going to give it to your lovely wife and make her use it? He's thinking. So it looks like Dick, you're gonna give it to Shelley? Okay. So she may or may not be happy with this, but the beers will take it. The beers will kind of settle. Are you gonna pull the beers out? Will she ever know they were in there?
The beer's for me, the hose is for Shelley.
See, I had a feeling about that. Okay. Well, and how much do you want to bid so that none of us tell Shelley you took the beers? Do you want to add any kind of extra like silence bid on that? If not,
I think she's going to know.
Yeah, because you'll be going, look what I got you and look what I got me. All right, we're going to sell this now for $125, and happy Mother's Day to Shelley. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Scott. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Dick. All right.
And Dick, I'll deliver it to you.
Great.
Jose, do you want to talk about this? Looks like Cinco de Mayo celebration here.
We are waiting for Jose to tell us what we got here, but we've got people bidding. I love it. It doesn't matter what it is. We're just going to buy it.
There's tequila.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
Hello.
That's true. I looked at that and I didn't look at it closely enough, and I thought that was just another bag of coffee that I couldn't recognize. These glasses aren't working. Forget it. Okay, so yes, there's a jar of tequila jar. It's a bottle of tequila, and the rest is just history. So we're up to 175 right now, without knowing anything else other than there's a bottle of tequila there.
Sorry. Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I was talking and yeah, nobody could hear me. So what I was saying is that I wanted to go around and help support some of the local businesses, right? Especially being May, themed Mexican. Mexican food, right? So I went to Arcata and I got, they're all $20 gift certificates to El Chipotle, Carmela's, Valley Azteca, and Gintoli, and then Los Sinaloenses, that one's in Eureka. And then I figured, right, it's the Rotary Club of Arcata Sunrise, why not add some alcohol? And so I went and I got that one bottle of Cazadores because it goes with the theme. The Arcata Sunrise theme, of course.
Of course. Perfect. So how many gifts, what's the value of the gift certificates that you?
There's 4 $20 gift certificates there.
All right. All right. Nice. Way to support locals. And these guys are all open for to go right now, huh?
They're all open for to go, yeah, and it gives you a chance to kind of, taste, different sides of things and see what items you like from each one.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Jose. That's awesome. So we're up to a bid of 175 right now. And that, what's the math on that? Is that $350? Oh, $350, right? Total, that's great. Anybody else want to bid? You want to let Tom have this all to himself? Going once to Tom, going dos to Tom. All right, it looks like we're selling this item to Tom for 175 dinero. I don't know where I come from. Awesome. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Tom. And then Terry, you've got another one up there.
You want to tell us about this, Amanda? It's beautiful. More gardening.
Yeah, it looks like I was on the same train as Lisa here. I've been built, you can't quite see it, but there's a raised bed behind that. I built a victory garden, and so I've been really enjoying looking at sprouts come out of the ground. There's no vegetables yet. So I thought I'd put together a victory garden starter pack. So there's seeds in here. There's radish and tomato and peas and cucumber and carrots and of course jalapenos and kale. And then there's a trowel and water sprayer and a hand rake thing, and then of course two large format Lost Coast beers. And then I have an herb garden that is very prolific, so I will, when whoever buys this can have a selection of fresh herbs out of my herb garden. I have parsley and tarragon and rosemary. I'm reading the comments. Oh boy, I have a whole bunch of chives and mint and sage and all kinds of herbs out there. So I'd be happy to get you a selection of whatever you would like and wish you luck in your victory garden. Oh, and it's all in the victory garden display basket for your fresh fruits and vegetables.
It's very cool, and I'm glad you told us the size of the beers because it helps with scale, otherwise I was thinking, well, so it helps with the scaling. So, and because there's 2 beers involved, Dick is in the bid hot and heavy. He's trying to get a 6-pack put together here. So we've got a bid for 175 now from Dick. Because yeah, he needs 4 more beers to make that awkward 2-pack turn into a 6-pack. Anybody else want to bid on this? It's very nice. Yeah, well, you know, I'm sure there's a more expensive 6-pack out there, Dick, but let's not make you buy it. Ray's going to Ray says he'll put in 2 growler fills to help raise the bid. Ooh, 2 growlers, sorry. I'm going, So tell me, Ray, can you tell us about, okay, Amanda, you just got Zoom bombed because Ray is coming in and messing with your item. Do you accept him adding it?
I'm okay to work with Ray on this, and I can toss in a homemade mask too if we can up that.
Oh yeah, and not like mine that were used, right?
No.
Awesome.
One that was made on a sewing machine.
So Ray, do you want to give us a little more information on what you're tossing in so people know what they can expect from this?
You come up to the tap room and I'll fill you a gallon of beer extra. And I know Dick loves a gallon of beer.
Wow. Okay, Dick's at 200 now. You say gallon of beer and Dick's all over it. We've got a gallon of beer. Boy, I can see this going. Shelly's going to be gardening like all get out, and Dick is going to be passed out under the hammock. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Ray. So we're at 200. Does anyone else want to save Dick from himself here? I think they're like, no, we want to come and watch. All right. Well, we've got a bid at 200. It looks like that's where we're going. And Dick, I think you're getting your 6-pack because a gallon of beer is like, it's got to be a 6-pack somewhere, right? Awesome. So we're going to sell this puppy unless anybody else wants to step up. Nope. Yay. All right. Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Scott. Awesome.
Ed, do you want to talk about this?
Sure. Can you hear me okay, folks?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so in times of trial, you need to stay strong, be inspired, make the best of your situation, have a laugh. So here's your ultimate kit to doing all of the above. We start off with a inspirational, tell me a motivational quote button. Hit the button, hear one of 101 different motivational quotes. Get your day started. Not shown in this picture are 3 framed prints: aspire, direction, and innovation. Oh, there we go. Quick on the draw, thank you. Something wonderful for yourself or a friend to keep you inspired. And then as long as you're working from home or wherever your workplace is, staying comfortable. There's a wonderful footrest cushion for your feet, a large desk mat to protect your surface, and then a luxurious leather mat that goes on top of that for your notebook or laptop, an ergonomic seat cushion, and 2 invaluable books that can save your life: How to Fight a Bear and Win, and 70 Other Real Survival Tips, and the classic Worst Case Scenario Survival Handbook, because remember, things could be a lot worse and you'll be protected for that. And of course, the I Survived the Great Toilet Paper Crisis of 2020 celebratory coffee mug.
Yowza. This is awesome. This is awesome. And we're already bidding it. We've got to bid it. We're at 175 now. I think this is an awesome thing. Do I see anybody else want it? And I love that there's no alcohol in it, because we all have enough of that at home already stashed up. So why get more now? Just get this stuff. We've got 200 now. We're at 200. Rebecca, we already have a bid at 200. So if you want to come in, 210. Okay, Rebecca's at 210. Do we see anybody want to counteract that offer? Rachel, you still with us? Do you want to get in there? 225. We're at 225 now, folks. well worth the price of the mug, I think. This is awesome. $225 going once. We got $225 going one more time. Anybody else? $225. Rachel, are you gonna hand out those the signage as little party favors for your friends? What are you gonna do? Heck yes. Okay. All right, guys. So we got 225 going and sold to Rachel. 225. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Rachel. And
Thank you.
I like the innovation one. Feels like I'm always trying to go around a big rock. Awesome. Thank you.
Are you here, Tammy?
I'm on mute. There we go. There, I think I got myself unmuted.
Yep.
So your prize is a boat? It's a nice boat.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I was doing a food security package. So I made a bunch of elderberry syrup from elderberries and honey and turmeric that I got. The turmeric was from ashram and the elderberries were from Eastern Washington with my dad. Honey's from my ranch in Montana. And then we dried seaweed that we got over by Patrick's Point, and we've got some canned albacore, and then this is kind of a big package. I just went big, so I haven't done anything for Rotary for a while. A guided edible and medicinal plant walk from me, and then 2 people can come fishing with Seth and I. The season just opened today for halibut and rockfish. And then I think salmon starts in June. You have to get your own fishing license, but it's in that boat going fishing with us. So, and then we'll have to do social distancing. The plant walks with however many people you want to bring. So hopefully we'll be able to relax a little bit on the boat, but if there's just 4 people, I don't know, we'll figure it out, or we can wait until later in the season. But that's the package. So let me know if you have any questions.
Well, that's awesome, and you could always have a little dinghy, a little dinghy you pull behind the boat.
They'll just throw you on the side.
The social distancing part.
You keep the person there, and you bring them on and let them fish, but then send them back out.
It's a pretty big boat, and if there's just 4 of us, it'll be pretty easy to. I mean, other than when we're getting the fish in, but I don't know, figure it out.
Well, this is awesome. I mean, this has a lot of value in it. You get to go fishing. You get to go on a walk with Tammy and learn about medicinal plants, which I think is awesome. And you get already all these. Now, tell me again, so
it was 2 pint jars of canned albacore. Seth makes this really amazing, like jalapeno albacore. It is from last season, but it's still good. I just made, there are 2 jelly jars of elderberry syrup, and then I was just gonna we did a bunch of dried seaweed. I'll just put that in a jar. It's got little slug slime on it, so it's kind of good. And I don't know if you guys have ever bought seaweed. It's kind of a combination, but it's really expensive at the health food store, and I like it. You can put it in miso soup or just eat it. I just eat it.
Yeah, awesome. This is great. So we're at a bid now. We're at $350 for this. And I think that's still a steal of a deal here for what you're going to get. Oh, do they get to keep any fish they get? I assume.
Yeah. So we'll fillet it up. So we'll bring everything. We'll fillet it up, and we'll give you fish. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So I don't have to just carry a stinky fish home.
Yeah. We'll probably bring beer too. So.
Oh.
And you get to stick it to Scott.
Pay attention. There's beer on board. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, this is a super package. So we're at $350 now. Anybody else want to get in on this? This is a great deal, a great opportunity.
And when we do the plant walk, if you want to focus more on edible plants, we can collect plants depending on where you are. We can make a salad or something like that. You know, if you want to actually make some food out of it.
Wow. God, this just gets better and better. Brandy's in on this. Brandy's going to steal this deal. So we're going once to Brandy. going twice to Brandy. Brandy, you're getting a steal of a deal here. What a fun time.
I made the package just for Brandy, so.
Did you? Well, and so that's awesome because now instead of just being nice and giving it to her, Rotary Foundation wins. So it's awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to sell this puppy to Brandy for $350. Thank you,
All
Brandy.
right. Well, we'll see you soon, Brandy.
Thank you, Scott. Good
I'll
sticking.
deliver it to her.
Thank you, Tammy.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. I think that was the last item.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. So that's 14.25 with Scott, if I did my math right in my head, that's $28.50 to the Rotary Foundation. That puts us over our goal for this year. Thank you very much.
Yay. Thank you, everybody.
Bravo, bravo. Woohoo!
Well, that was an amazing item, Tammy. Thank you. And thank you, everybody else who donated and the bidders. I think a very successful virtual final Friday, another first. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll catch you next Friday.
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.